What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, Stock Holiday, right back at you again with the latest and the greatest in these cryptocurrency markets. Do me a quick favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Now let's get into it. The wacky world of cryptocurrency continues. Like we mentioned before, this is not going to be an overnight process. This is going to be a long-term process. Don't worry about getting it right in 24 hours. Don't worry about looking at the chart yesterday, then looking at it today and getting upset. That is not going to help anything. Not going to fix anything. What are we doing? We're looking at the macro view in this particular market. Paying attention to what transpired in 2025. And sometimes you really have to place things in its proper perspective. We're going to take a look at some of the legacy coins that have been around for a couple of cycles and look at those coins and see how they have gradually moved, rather it was to the upside or the downside. Very important, because when you take a look at the quote unquote legacy coins versus some of the new coins, you'll see the difference in the volatility. That may give you a little bit of peace and calm you down and say, you know what? We might not be quite as bad off as we think. So let me go ahead and get this out the way. This is not financial advice. Anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell any crypto. This video is strictly for educational and entertainment purposes only. Before investing into anything, please consult with a professional financial advisor. You take a look at Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin is holding strong. I don't care what nobody say. This is a very strong hold. This is a very solid position for Bitcoin. $88,770. Very close to $89,000, very close to $90,000, and we're very close to $85,000 at the same time. Because we know we could tick up $2,000, we could tick down $2,000, $3,000 at any particular time. So we will never, ever get comfortable in cryptocurrency. Because we know as soon as you get comfortable, things can switch on you very quick. So we really like to have a conservative approach, even though this is a very volatile market. How can you have a conservative approach in a market that is so volatile? Well, you have to. When the markets are going up, getting high, that's why I always say, don't get too high. When it's going up, don't get too excited. And when it's going down, don't get too low. Don't beat yourself up too much. $88,000, almost $89,000 for Bitcoin is an excellent level. Bitcoin dominance right now, we're about 59%, not bad compared to where we were. We were really struggling at the 65% range. So do we want to see the Bitcoin dominance lower than 59%? Yes, we do. Fear and Greed Index is holding at the 29 range. Not bad, because the markets are just trading sideways. Not a lot of huge movements at the moment. Ethereum, $2,981. Almost at $3,000, 12% dominance. Not bad for Ethereum. When you take a look at the whole scope of what the market has been doing, $2,981 Ethereum is not bad at all. Let's take a look at some of the legacy coins, because we know altcoins. We've been talking about how altcoins have been underperforming. We've been talking about 2025, quote unquote, bear market. These are some of the narratives that are current. Altcoins got destroyed in 2025. There was a bear market in 2025. Those are the narratives right now. So when you take a look at these particular points, you take a look at some of the legacy coins. We know some of the new coins, especially some of the low cap coins, they were destroyed. They were down 60, 70%. That's confirmed and verified. But let's take a look at some of the legacy coins that have been around for a while. Take a look at Litecoin. Litecoin has always kind of been considered the silver to Bitcoin being the digital gold. Litecoin was labeled the digital silver. A lot of people fell out of love with Litecoin when its owner, developer, left the company years ago, I think in 2018, whatever it was. That's kind of when I got into it. Litecoin currently right now is $78. That is down fairly low from its all-time high. Back in 2021, Litecoin all-time high was almost $400. I think Litecoin hit $360, $370 in 2021. Currently, right now, it's $78. You take a look at 2025, February 2025, Litecoin got to about $130, $140, almost double where it's at right now. Did it break new all-time high from 2021? No, it did not. That is where the narrative is coming into play, that 2025 was not successful. We were expecting some of these altcoins to surpass and make new all-time highs. That didn't happen for Litecoin. Litecoin is currently sitting at $78. Earlier in the year 2025, it did hit $130, $140, but got nowhere near the $360 all-time high. Do you think Litecoin will surpass and break its all-time high of $360? That's one of the legacy coins. That's supposed to be the silver to Bitcoin being gold. $78 right now, very low price. That's why some folks are looking at Litecoin saying, you know what, I might need to get some skin in the game in Litecoin at these low prices. But will Litecoin recover? That is also the question on the table. Take a look at XRP. XRP is one of the coins that's been around for a while also. XRP currently is under $2. $1.87 for the price of XRP today. $1.87. We had great hopes for XRP, thinking XRP was going to go to $7, $8, $10. It didn't do that. 2025 July, XRP did have a pump. We did get to $3.60. Far cry from the $8, $10 range that we were expecting. Even some folks had larger predictions than that. Saw some folks saying $25 XRP, $18 XRP. XRP hit an all-time high for 2025 of $3.60 for the year of 2025. All-time high for XRP, January 2018, $3.84. So even XRP did not break and make a new all-time high from the previous all-time high in 2018. We understand that XRP back in the last cycle of 2021, the highest that it got was $1.65. That's because of the court cases, the SEC lawsuits, and so forth that XRP was involved in 2021 and 2020. So we understand what happened during the last cycle, why XRP did not pump. It hit $1.65 in 2021. July 2025, it hit $3.60. So we were saying, you know what? XRP could be getting ready to explode. It didn't happen. Came back down, dipped down below $3. We said, ooh, this might be a deal. Now XRP has dipped below $2. That is why the sentiment in the cryptocurrency market is so flat. It's so dry. We've seen these coins have great hope, aspirations very high, only to come up short, to come up very short. $3.65, July 2025. 6 months later, this thing is under $2. Down over 50%. That's huge. I mean, we're talking about XRP, one of the largest cryptocurrency coins in the world. One of the most popular cryptocurrency coins in the world has gotten beat down. Take a look at Solana. Solana is one of the darlings, one of the favorites. Currently, Solana, $125 for one Solana. Take a look back a few months ago. We're in December right now. Look at September 2025. Solana was about $250. Solana is down 50% in 2 months. From September 2025 to December 2025, Solana went from $250 to $125, where it is currently sitting. That's a 50% shave in a couple of months. You go back to November 2021, Solana all-time high was about $270, almost $300. So it got very close to breaking new all-time high in 2025. So that is very important to note when we think about all-time highs expected to be broken in 2025. Those were our expectations. Bitcoin broke its all-time high in 2025. Solana got very close Solana did hit 250 bucks. Its all-time high back in 2021 was $270. So it was $20 off. XRP got to $3.60 in July 2025. Its all-time high, $3.84. Very close to breaking its all-time highs, XRP. Solana, very close to breaking its all-time high in 2025. Litecoin didn't really get close to breaking its all-time high, but XRP and Solana did. Got very close to breaking its all-time high in 2025. So you ask yourself, was 2025 such a huge disappointment? Well, we did get close to breaking all-time high. Folks just didn't sell at the right time because we were expecting something different. Take a look at this last coin. Take a look at Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash was one of the forks and was split from Bitcoin years ago. Currently, Bitcoin Cash is 600 bucks. Bitcoin Cash back in 2021 hit $1,400. All-time high for Bitcoin Cash hit in 2017, $2,400. Do we ever expect Bitcoin Cash to get back to $2,400? Who knows? Nevertheless, the high of $1,400 was hit in 2021. Where are we at right now in Bitcoin Cash? 600 bucks. 600 bucks has been one of the high points of Bitcoin Cash for 2025. So the fact that it is still in the $600 range is very bullish in my opinion. Take a look at Solana. Solana 2025 was 250 bucks. Now it's 50% down to $125. Where Bitcoin Cash is right there, continuing to hold its high points of 2025. Even XRP 2025 hit $3.60. Now it's down $1.87. Solana high point 2025, $250. Now it's down to $125. The fact that Bitcoin Cash is one of the only legacy coins that is still holding strong, even holding fairly stronger than Bitcoin right now. From its all-time high, Bitcoin's all-time high was $126,000. Now it's $87,000. Bitcoin Cash seems to be very strong. Been holding Bitcoin Cash for a while. Over there in my Venmo account, I got Bitcoin Cash, I got Litecoin, I got Chainlink, Solana, and Bitcoin. I got those 5 coins that I'm holding that I've been DCAing in well over a year in that particular account. Bitcoin Cash has been kicking butt. So I like to pay attention to how these coins perform. I like to pay attention to the characteristics of these coins. Based upon that 2025 characteristic breakdown, Bitcoin Cash has been the winner. Nobody's talking about Bitcoin Cash. Nobody will ever talk about a particular coin until it starts to pump. When we were in AIOZ network, nobody was talking about it when it was 2 cent, 3 cent, 5 cent. And then start talking about it till it hit to 18 cent, 25 cent. You want to get into these coins before the masses start to talk about it. We're looking at 2026. The future could be bright for 2026 for cryptocurrency. I put something over there in the Patreon earlier today listing how some of the precious metals, all-time high, 2025, kicking butt. When is cryptocurrency going to have its turn? Will 2026 be the turn and time for cryptocurrency to shine? We understand that all of our coins are not going to explode. All of these coins are not going to make it to the promised land. We understand and we're cool with that. That's why we are narrowing down. That's why we are identifying a certain specific set of altcoins that we're going to put in our bag, that we're going to ride with. Come rain, sleet, or snow, these are the coins we're going to rock with. Patience is going to have to be one of our top used tools. I always said you want to keep that patience card in your back pocket. When you start to get worn out, you start to get weary, let me go in my back pocket, grab that patience card, pull it out. Sometimes you just got to breathe. Sometimes you just got to relax. Don't worry about making a move every day. Don't even worry about opening up, looking at your portfolio every day. Yeah, you want to take a look at the market every day just to pay attention. You want to pay attention to the characteristics of the market. You want to get comfortable and get used to what the market is doing and when the market is doing it. How did the market end? How did the market close out? What happened on this day? What happened on that day? Bitcoin went up $4,000 one day. How come Ethereum didn't move? These are the things that we must pay attention to. So, very exciting to me. This is a very exciting 2026. I can't wait just to see how things are going to lay out. See how Bitcoin's going to do. See what the whole cryptocurrency market is going to do. Are we going to pump? Are we going to tank further? Some folks are saying we'll go below $60,000. It's exciting. Let's see what it's going to do. Seeing one fella say Bitcoin's going to go to $160,000. It's exciting. Let's see what it's going to do. You want to make sure you don't run yourself too thin. Don't worry about getting stretched out financially too much. Hey, if you don't got it, you don't got it. Period. This stuff, very volatile. We've seen stuff go to zero, even large cap coins. Seen it go to zero. So very volatile asset, which is important that you must be, we should be, very diverse, having investments in various markets. You got cryptocurrency, you got the stock market, you got precious metals, you have other things that you can diversify your investment portfolio, so forth and so on. So, but cryptocurrency is just one of the most exciting to me because it moves so fast. It's kind of like going to the amusement park. Yeah, I could get on, what is it called? The merry-go-round, where the horses just go slow. They go steady. That's cool. That's the stock market. Or I could get on a roller coaster. That's cryptocurrency. Hey, when you get on cryptocurrency, they say, let me check your height. How tall are you? Let me make sure that you are capable to get on this ride. As soon as you get on, you put seatbelts on. When you get on the carousel, the merry-go-round, they don't make you put seatbelt on. You just get on the ride. It goes slow and steady. You get on that doggone cryptocurrency roller coaster, boy, that thing go up. You get the screaming and excitement. That thing get the dipping going down. You get the screaming filled with fear, uncertainty, and doubt. You say, I hope this thing don't break. I hope we all don't fly out. I hope it don't collapse. It's what you're thinking when it's going down, the roller coaster. Marine World, Great America, whatever amusement park you go to. Disneyland got some awesome roller coasters. But when that thing is going up, you talking about the excitement. You say, woof. But understand the roller coasters never go up in a straight line. They never go down in a straight line. When they go up, they never stay up. And when they go down, they never stay down because it always starts over once you issue and give that ticket to get back on that ride. So come on over there. Join us in the Patreon. We would love to see you over there. But like I say, I just continue to come to you guys every day just to continue to give you that good encouragement. Coming to you guys every day to give you that good motivation. And that's all I got for you on this one. It's your boy, Stock Holiday, and I'm out.